Did you know the library is full of dirt? Welcome to this music edition as we get the dirt, discovering interesting reading trails. Our Thursday episodes have been about music and instruments. We have had trails about orchestras, violins, trumpets, flutes, recorders, pianos, and mandolins. Today's Get the Dirt is about guitars and ukuleles. Guitars and ukuleles are both commonly played by strumming the instrument and using chords. I brought with me today 2 guitars and 2 ukuleles. Do you know which are which? Let's get the dirt. Here are some clues. Acoustic guitars have a sound hole, 6 or 12 strings, and a large body. Many musicians, such as the ones to whom these guitars belong, use steel strings. The strings of a guitar start on a low E and progressively get higher in pitch. Can you guess which instruments are the guitars? Yes, those are the guitars. Now, let's find the ukuleles. They have smaller bodies than the guitar, and ukuleles only have 4 nylon strings, and they have a circular sound hole. The strings on a ukulele sing, "My dog has fleas." Can you guess which instruments are the ukuleles? Yes, these are the ukuleles. Both the guitars and ukuleles can be plucked or strummed. Here's what a guitar sounds like plucked. This song is part of Perpetual Motion, written by Japanese violinist, composer, luthier, and music theorist Shinichi Suzuki. The first guitar she'll pluck is the 3/4 size guitar. This guitar looks like a kid's guitar, but it is not a kid's guitar. It is a scaled down version of a regular guitar. She'll pluck the same song on a full-size guitar. Here's what Perpetual Motion sounds like plucked on a soprano ukulele. Here's what it sounds like plucked on a concert-sized ukulele. Said that guitars and ukuleles are often strummed with chords. Here's In the Sweet By and By, strummed on guitar. popular song for ukulele. It is called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Guitars and ukuleles can play a wide range of music. However, acoustic guitars, like the ones I have here, are often used with country, folk, bluegrass, and campfire music. Many churches use them in worship services as well. Spanish guitars are larger and play their own style of music. Spanish guitars have a wider and shorter neck than acoustic guitars. They also use nylon strings to achieve their unique style. Another type of guitar that uses nylon strings is the classical guitar, which is known for, you guessed it, classical music. Electric guitars are often associated with rock and pop music. While ukuleles are often associated with Hawaii, did you know that there's a ukulele orchestra in Great Britain? Let's get the dirt on where ukuleles came from. This book is called Giveaways, and it was written and illustrated by Linda Boyden. See if I can find it in here. Here it is. In 1879, Joao Fernandez left his home on Madeira Island to work on a sugar plantation in Hawaii. The trip took 4 long months, and to pass the time, Fernandez borrowed a guitar-like instrument, a bragino, from another passenger. A natural musician, Fernandez took to the mini guitar like cheese to pizza. When the ship finally reached Honolulu, Fernandez leapt onto the dock, thrilled to be on land again, and played an impromptu bragino concert of Portuguese songs. The unique sound of the instrument was an instant hit with the Hawaiian people. Portable and easy to learn, many were eager for one. Manuel Nunes, who had traveled with Fernandez, was a skilled craftsman. He and others started companies to make enough instruments to meet the growing demand. Before long, the instrument was given an Hawaiian name, ukulele. Some said ukulele meant jumping flea because of the lightning speed of Fernandez's fingers as he plucked the ukulele's 4 strings. However, it was the last monarch of Hawaii, Queen Liliuokalani, disagreed. She said it was a combination of 2 Hawaiian words, yuku, meaning gift, and lele, meaning to come, or the gift that came here, which indeed it had. In the early 1900s, the ukulele took the United States by storm. From there, its popularity went global. Over time, this small instrument has affected many different genres of music, from jazz to rock, but it'll always be associated with the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. In 1893, at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, the first major performance of Hawaiian music on ukulele occurred. In the 1920s, millions of ukuleles were sold in the United States. It seemed everyone wanted to learn this cool instrument from Hawaii. Some ukuleles have been made out of wooden boxes and other items. You can get the dirt on how to make your own instruments in this book called The Handmade Music Factory by Mike Orr. You can find it in the 787 section of your library. Ukuleles come in different sizes. Soprano ukuleles are what most people think of as a kid's toy. But famous ukulele players such as Tiny Tim and old-school pioneer Hawaiian players played them. Soprano ukuleles have the distinct, stereotypical ukulele sound. Pineapple ukuleles are the same size as the soprano ukulele, but the body is shaped like a pineapple. Concert ukuleles are just right. They have a small size with a full sound. Tenor ukuleles are for the musician who wants to play ukulele without the distinct ukulele sound. Probably the most well-known tenor ukulele player is Iz. Baritone ukuleles are tuned the same as guitar. A baritone ukulele is like a small guitar that is missing the two top strings. Jazz guitarists like the baritone for its ukulele sound and simplicity. I had a really hard time finding any books on ukuleles. Maybe you can get the dirt and write one. I had an easier time finding books on guitars. The first book is nonfiction. It is called What in the World is a Guitar by Mary Elizabeth Salzman, found in the 787 section of the library. You've been hearing a lot of books come from the 787 section. Do you remember what they all have in common? Yes, music. Lots of books on music are found in the 787 section. What is a guitar? A guitar is a musical instrument. The main parts of a guitar are the tuning pegs, the neck, the fingerboards, the frets, the strings, the body, and the bridge. Most guitars have 6 strings, but there are guitars with 12 or even 18 strings. This here is a picture of an electric guitar. An acoustic guitar is hollow. It has a hole under the strings. An electric guitar is solid. It plugs into an amplifier. Wait a minute. Didn't I say this was a guitar? There's no hole under the strings. Let's get the dirt. This acoustic guitar has its sound hole right here and over here on the side. And that's where the sound comes from. It's a little different type of guitar, but it's still an acoustic guitar, even though it's built a little funny. An electric guitar is solid. It plugs in to an amplifier. To play the guitar player strums or plucks the strings. A guitar can be strummed with the fingers or a guitar pick. The guitar player presses the strings against the fingerboard to play different notes. Let's play the guitar. Sean got an electric guitar for his birthday. He wants to start a rock band with his friends. Maria's mom is teaching her how to play the guitar. She shows Maria how to play different notes. Kevin is playing an acoustic guitar. His guitar teacher is playing an electric guitar. Samantha practices a song on the guitar. She likes to play the guitar and sing. The next book about guitar is fictional. It is called Papa Gave Me a Stick. It was written by Janice Levy. The illustrator is Simone Shin. Antonio, listen, Papa says. Here comes the mariachi band. Antonio and his father run into the courtyard. Clink goes the violin, toot goes the horn. The mariachis sing as they strum their strings, but Antonio hardly listens. He is too busy staring at the mariachi's guitar. I want a guitarra, one with a felt strap, Antonio says. Maybe a guitarra with a leather strap and fringes. Buy me one, Papa, please. Papa frowns. Hijo, I have no money for such things, but I can give you this, my son, he says with a wink and places a stick in Antonio's hand. Antonio turns away and throws the stick to the ground. What good is this, he says. He kicks the stick as he walks along until he comes to a shivering dog. Que frio! I am cold to my bones, howls El Perro. Help me light this fire. Antonio pokes his stick under the ashes of the comal. Flames flicker. The grateful dog wags his tail. Gracias, amigo, says El Perro. This is for you. He drops a warm tortilla from the oven into Antonio's lap. Una tortilla? Antonio says. What good is this? He walks on until he hears a weeping bird. Que hambre! I am so hungry, chirps El Pájaro. I am too weak to build my nest. Antonio breaks his tortilla into tiny pieces. The bird gobbles it up and flaps his wings. Gracias, amigo, says El Pájaro. This is for you. He drops a string from his beak. String, Antonio says. What good is this? Antonio walks on until a donkey blocks his path. Que dolor! Ouch! What a toothache! Rays El Burro. Help me yank out my rotten tooth. Antonio ties his string around the donkey's tooth and pulls. Out it pops. The donkey clicks his heels. Gracias, amigo, says El Burro. This is for you. He shakes a blanket off his back. A blanket, Antonio says. What good is this? He walks on until he comes to a cat splashing in a stream. Que miedo! I'm so afraid, meows El Gato. I chase this fat rat and gulp. I can't swim. Antonio throws one end of his blanket into the water and pulls the cat to shore. Gracias, amigo, says El Gato. This is for you. He slips a gold ring off his collar. A gold ring? Antonio says. What good is this? Antonio walks on until he comes to a church. A bride stands alone at the altar, scowling and stamping her foot. The mariachi band plays louder. The group crawls on his knees among the pews. Que pena! I am such a fool, says El Novio. I have lost the wedding ring. What can I do? Antonio hands the groom his gold ring and points to the bride. Gracias, amigo, says El Novio. This is for you. He takes his guitar and places the strap over Antonio's shoulder. Una guitarra, Antonio says, running all the way home. Now this is good for me. Papa, look, he says. Give my stick to El Perro, for a tortilla to give to El Pájaro, for a string to give to El Burro, for a blanket to give to El Gato, for a ring to give to El Novio, for una guitarra. Que bueno. Good for you, Papa laughs. All that to earn your guitarra. By the way, Papa, Antonio asks, did you ever have a guitarra? Oh, I did when I was little, Papa says. Beautiful one with a leather strap and fringes, just like the mariachi. How did you get your guitarra? Antonio asks. Papa shrugs. My papa gave me a stick. Let's get the dirt on a professional guitar player. Leona Boyd. Having trouble finding things today. Leona Boyd was born in London, England, and moved to Canada when she was 6 years old. Her first instrument was the recorder. When Leona Boyd was 14, she was given a guitar. As she began to explore the world of the guitar, she discovered that she loved Spanish music. After Leona Boyd graduated high school, she kept pursuing a career with guitar. She traveled around the world playing her guitar. Leona Boyd also taught herself other styles of music besides classical. She also wrote a guitar music book. Besides playing music other people wrote for guitar, Leona Boyd composes her own music as well, which makes her unique among classical musicians. Beside Elizabeth Cotton, Joni Mitchell, and Jewel are three females who found their way through playing the guitar. Elizabeth Cotton grew up poor in the South. She was left-handed and so taught herself to play the guitar upside down. Holding it like that. That gave her signature style known as cotton picking. Her signature piece is Freight Train, which she wrote when she was only 13. Joni Mitchell wrote the song Big Yellow Taxi, and because of its cultural relativity, it has been redone by artists such as Amy Grant, Bob Dylan, Moya Brennan, and Counting Crows. Maybe you'll be the one who writes a version for this era. Here's one more song on guitar, called Let the Circle Be Unbroken. Many career opportunities with guitar and ukulele, such as making guitars and ukuleles like I showed you that book earlier. Here's a book that could help you learn to play guitar. It is called How to Play Guitar in 10 Easy Lessons. It is written by Dan Holton, who is a guitar teacher. You can get the dirt on this book in the 780 section of your local library. Here's a great book to learn chords on guitar and piano. It's called Chords Made Easy for Kids, written by Jake Jackson. Try this book to learn to play the ukulele. It is called Kid's Guide to Learning the Ukulele, written by professional ukulele player Emily Arrow. So what do you think? Will you learn to play a guitar or ukulele so you can pass the music down to others? Getting a smaller size guitar or learning to play a ukulele is convenient for traveling with your instrument. Be sure to tune in next week as we get the dirt on more music. Until then, be sure to get the dirt on this summer's library reading program, Digging Deeper. There are great prizes awaiting eager readers.